Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Every so often I like to revisit key locations within the game, and in this case one of my favourite is Barnard's Loop. So I'm going to head on out that way and see what is going on. Of course, since I last visited there now over a year ago, we've got a whole bunch of new players, and I've probably got a whole bunch of new viewers on this channel as well. So it's a good opportunity to highlight areas of the game that many people would not otherwise visit. Now, Barnard's Loop is that massive red horseshoe-shaped nebula that you can see from pretty much anywhere within the inhabited bubble. And many people will know that it's actually very difficult to get to because it's surrounded by a whole set of permit-locked systems, the Cold 70 sector. But as I've mentioned in previous videos, there is a way around this. Simply head to the Rigel system, which is right up close to the Witchhead Nebula, and from there you can plot a course to Easy Orionis, which is within the Orion Nebula. And as soon as you're at Easy Orionis, you will know it. It's this star right here, and it's absolutely massive. Right at the moment then, I'm travelling at 1/3 the speed of light, and as you can see, it seems like I'm barely travelling anywhere. Such is the size of this particular star. Flying around it then would take quite a long time, and it's one of the reasons I like to have a cold running ship when I'm exploring. Right here, I'm around about 1000 light seconds or so away from the sun, maybe a tiny bit further. And for reference, Earth is around about 500 light seconds or so away from our own sun. So yes, truly massive, but this is by no means the largest star in the game. There are plenty others out there. One of the biggest we know is Betelgeuse. And in game you can actually go there and land on one of the planets that's very, very close. Another, probably the largest star, is VY Canis Majoris. And that one is significantly larger than the one we're looking at right here. But at any rate, have a look at how large the mass being ejected from the sun right there is. I decided best to turn around and fly right by that to see how far that extends into space. Unfortunately, by the time I got there it had largely dissipated, but even still I was able to get a bit of a measurement there. So then as we fly by, we can use some basic maths to try and work out the rough length of the mass ejection there. So you can see we're roughly 1000 light seconds away from the star, and as we were flying away from the star we were travelling between 1/3 and 1/2 the speed of light. So approximately that would make the length of that mass ejection somewhere between 62 million miles and around about 96 million miles. So coming very close to the distance from the Sun to the Earth. So leaving aside all the crazy details on the various stars out here, the one thing I really wanted to look at before heading into Barnard's Loop is the Orion Nebula. So if you've ever spent any length of time on the galaxy map here, you'll notice that the quality of the nebula sometimes phases into a high quality version or sometimes switches out to a low quality one. And what's happening here is the game's trying to decide which of the two nebula to actually draw in high resolution, as it won't draw them both in that quality. At any rate, quite in close to the Orion Nebula is this particular system, and I'm going to plot a route there because what I'm looking at here is for economy states out here. And you might expect to be at no stations out here or anything like that, and you might also be a little bit surprised that considering I'm so close, it takes a while to still plot a course. The reason it takes a while to plot a course, of course, is due to the sheer number of stars out here. This is a stellar nursery where new stars are born, and you can see them almost basically ejecting out of the nebula there, or at least that's how it appears visually. So this area of space is very, very stunning. Truly beautiful area. Even after all these years, it still amazes me that Frontier have not made better use of this region of space. It just seems such a waste that an area as beautiful as this one isn't thriving with activity. But that said, there's still a very nice find to be found out this way. The Orion Nebula Tourist Center is a remote space station located out all the way here on the entrance to Barnard's Loop. Whether you're an explorer or tourist or just like visually appealing sights, then this is probably the best situated station you're ever likely to find. I'll be back in another video to take a closer look at Barnard's Loop and the surrounding nebula. Meanwhile, I'm going to rest up here. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.